YouTube, Jason, Last Quarter Arcade. We're going to do some mods to the Godzilla today. So the mod we're doing here is this mod that goes there, which is, oh, not that. Where did I just put it? I just lost it already. Watch out. Where did I put that piece? This is what happens. I just had it 1 second ago. I was just looking for it. Oh, here it is. So this piece, which goes here, so it goes like this all the way down here, all the way down there. So what you need to do is take out that screw and take out that screw down there. You have to pick the playfield up though, because you're not going to be able to reach, obviously, in that space. And then this connector just unhooks and you just pull it through here. So we're going to replace this. That's going to be replaced with this. It's going to go over there like that. And then this is going to replace this. Whoops. And then this, just more of a 3D look. And the lights will shine through the plastic. Is going to replace that. So I'm going to try to set up the tripod and see if I can break this. Let's see what we can do. Oh, let's go this way. I'm getting used to this tripod. And then we gotta. Okay. Okay. Go. Oh, this is as far as it goes down. This side will be better. Let's see. Good. This big ass light. So let's see. I can do this. What screwdriver do I need? This one. Screws are kind of a, that's why. Because you need a ratchet to undo them. So you need a ratchet to get those out. Those. Yep, those. Because when I was unscrewing it, the screw just kept turning. Let me grab the ratchet that I need. One of the smallest ones I have. Let's see if this does it. That fit? Not quite. Trying to find the right tool. You find the right tool, you can fix anything. Can't find the right tool. Let me see. Maybe one of these small ones. This one probably. That's the one. So it's going to be a 1/4 nut driver. But now you have to grab the screw. And the other side to get it out. One of those deals. So you're just taking the board off. And I'll show you once I once I do that. See, the good thing about these are they're magnetic, but the bad thing is it keeps the bolt in there. So now you have to take the bolt out if you want to use it again. It's like, how am I going to get the bolt out now? That just didn't happen. So I just dropped that bolt. I think it went in my shoe, which is good. That's a good catch. That never happens. I dropped it on the floor and it went in my shoe. Thank God for Crocs. I was sure that was going to be lost forever because that's what usually happens. So that one's done. Let me just do the other two and then I'll show you what I did. These are in there with the screws over here. Now we have our bolts off. The screws are out. Take these. Oh, that thing. Coming. So we really just need to take this out, this board. Stupid plastic is in the way, which makes it annoying to get out. So I'm just going to take that off because why not? Come on then. Tedious work. There it is though. Can I get it out now? Let's see. So you just got to pull it out from here because this thing was being annoying and not letting me get it. So once we do that, what you want to do is put everything back. What I like to do is if I don't put it back, I'm going to forget and then I'm going to be like, what's this piece? And then if I ever want to put it back, I won't know. So I try to put stuff back as I go because I'm just absent-minded. Oh, this bolt's kind of being a pain in the ass. Wow, okay. Get on there, can you? Thanks. So now that that piece is off, and we have the board. That's the board with the connector. We're going to put on the new one. Let's see. See, this is the one that broke. I stepped on it on accident and it broke. But I think you could still use it. I think it kind of goes like that. It goes like that, but it broke. I could hot glue it, but I just want to see how it's going to go on there first. So I'm thinking you just attach. There's no screws in this though. And there was no directions that came with this. If there were, I lost them. Thinking maybe you take this out, or this off, and you put this over it. Would it fit over it? I feel like it would fit over it because it has these two nubs that probably go in these screws. So I think this thing goes on here, just goes on there. And the double-sided tape they give you is absolutely worthless. Nothing sticks. It's like super, one tiny strip. Like, God forbid you couldn't give me a better strip to do this on. They couldn't, and they didn't. So it's kind of a pain and extremely annoying, but that's what you have to deal with. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue this. And then, but before I do that, I'm going to make sure I remember and figure out that I even have to take this off. I don't even think now that I had to take this off. You're supposed to go like that. Son of a... And then that goes on here. And that goes... Okay. Well, see, these are the things you'll learn with no instructions. Don't lose the instructions, because I'm pretty sure I lost the instructions, because I think it came with them. But it is what it is. I'm going to go hot glue this, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. My assistant. So I'm going to go over here. Move this chair here. Let me see if I can fix this. Hot glue gun, which if you own pinballs or arcades, you need a hot glue gun. It comes in handy. Definitely comes in handy for little plastics and other things that might break on the playfield, because that happens pretty often. I think we can hot glue this together. Let's see. In the meantime, while it's warming up, we'll do this. Brought the Mortal Kombat down here. Ooh, I'll show you this. What just came and what I just brought downstairs yesterday. So the Black Rose, still here. Pinbot, still here. Although I'm missing a ribbon cable in that to where the sound doesn't work. But my friend forgot it when he gave me the game, so he's going to bring it to me. So the Bride of Pinbot, she's going. So I traded her and the Dracula for a limited edition Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Brand new. The Dracula's over there, ready to go. But look at the Elvira. Put the Elvira down. Beautiful, beautiful cabinet. Beautiful cabinet. And it has this shooter rod, which is very cool. But this cabinet is gorgeous. Gorgeous cabinet. Red Blood Kiss Edition. And then out of all things, I moved the Special Force, and now it won't start a game. So this thing has to give me balls, but I'll deal with that another time. So let's go check our glue gun and see if that is warm enough to use. Oh, and I got the speaker grill mod for the Godzilla. Is it for the Godzilla? No, it's not. I do have one for the Godzilla, because if you see this is circle, and the Godzilla speakers are square. This is for the Foo Fight. No? What is this for? I think this is for one that's coming. No, it's for the Elvira. That's what it's for. Because the Elvira has the circle speakers. But they don't light up, which is, come on, Stern. You know, can you light them up or what? They light up in the Jaws, but they don't light up in the Elvira. So, I don't know. But I bought that for this. And it comes with a new set of speakers, which I wonder if they're better than the old set. These ones. Comes with these ones. So, when I do that, I'll show you that. This is the side blades for the Godzilla. I'm going to put those on. Let's go check our glue gun. Okay. So I could test out a piece of plastic or something. Let me test that on the HelloFresh menu. Yeah, it works. It's ready. So I think we're gonna do here. And then we're gonna do here. Let's see if we can, and I think we need to do in here. So it's going to be that. Let's put up against this so it kind of stays. And take this piece. It's like a puzzle. Try to put it on there. Wow, it's already like hardening. That's positive. Or drying, whatever you want to call it. That's good. I'm going to put a little dab on here just for good measure. So that's what we did. Glued back on. We're just gonna leave it to dry for a little bit. Unplug your glue gun so it doesn't burn the house down. And then we'll continue with this mod, which I took apart, but I feel like I didn't need to take apart. But that's okay, because that's how you learn. Is it a pain in the ass? Oh yeah, it is. But that's how you learn. are going to go back in there. And just go like this, because those are the LEDs. Let's go this way. Okay. So I'm not going to put the screws in yet. Well, I am, because the other one that we had didn't have the screws. It didn't have the screws in it. So that one's just going to attach on with double-sided tape, which I'm not going to use. I think I'm going to use glue. Because I don't trust double-sided tape. It doesn't work very well, I don't feel like. I need the smaller screwdriver, which is in what pocket? This pocket. Keep my screwdrivers in my back pocket. If I can get out. Not the small one, not the small one. And this one. So this is going to go in here. God, what a pain in the ass. But what does it go into? Another piece? I don't think there is. There's 3 screws here, so let's see how I can do this. Goes in there. It's going to go in there. How's it going to stay? Like it doesn't stay. I think what we need to do right now is just tighten this one down. You ever watched the movie The Guy Who Saved Pinball? So for those of you that don't know, which probably a lot of you, unless you're really into pinball, but even people into pinball don't know this because they don't care or they just don't know. But I'll tell you the quick story. When my dog stopped barking. Moosey! I'm pretty sure it's UPS or something delivering. Or the mailman. It's the mailman. It's the mailman. Moose, shut up. I'm trying to tell a story. So anyway, in 1934, I think, or in the 30s, you know, the big manufacturers, Gottlieb, Stern, Williams, it was the Depression then. So they kind of invented pinball, really. And their concept was that people were depressed because of the Depression. So they wanted to give people, you know, something that took their minds off of what was going on in the country. So they made pinball machines. And then, you know, LaGuardia Airport in New York? Well, LaGuardia was a politician. And, of course, politicians, he's probably a Democrat too, hate fun. And they'll do anything to get elected. So what happened was the mob was big then in the 30s. He needed something to get him elected. So he said, well, pinball is gambling. It's a gambling machine. So, and it's run by the mob. and it's exploiting kids and it's corrupting your children. Yeah, they can have porn stores and, you know, all this other filth in the city of New York. But God forbid you can't have pinball. So he passed a law that banned pinball. Pinball was illegal in New York City. And they destroyed all the pinball machines. And then, eventually he won election. And for 35 years after that, pinball was banned. And the major cities, Chicago, LA, all the major cities like they followed New York's lead. So they banned pinball. And I don't know if all these companies, but the majority of the pinball companies were based in Chicago, Illinois. So this guy, Roger Sharp, was from Chicago. And one day he was in college in 1971 in Wisconsin. And he, what am I doing here? So I got to wait for the glue for that one. And we're going to hot glue this thing on here. He was in a bar. We're going to hot glue it like that. And he was playing pinball. And there was the guy next to him playing pinball. And the guy was like really good. And he was like, how are you playing that good? And the guy was like, practice. Because pinball, it's not a game of chance. It is a game of skill. And let's do another mod while the glue is adhering on that. So he kind of showed Roger how to play. And then Roger became like obsessed with it. And he ended up, long story short, he ended up getting married, got divorced, and he was like 25 years old and needed a job. He wanted to be a writer, and his life was like out of control. So the only thing he felt that he had control of was when he played pinball. So he moved to New York City and was unaware that pinball was illegal. So he's looking for a job, getting turned down everywhere, left, right, broke, whatever. Long story short, he is standing in front of this porn store, this X-rated bookstore in 1975. And he hears a pinball machine. So he goes in there and he plays pinball. So every day he would go in there and he would play pinball in the X-rated store. Plays it, and then one day the pinball machines get taken out of there, and he sees the police taking the pinballs out of the place. And he's like, why are they doing that? And the owner was like, well, because it's illegal. And he's like, why is it illegal? So he finds out, it's gambling, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So the Gaming Commission, so he worked for GQ magazine, which was called Gentleman's Quarterly, GQ, back in the 70s. And no one read GQ like they read it today or whatever. It was like a men's fashion magazine, whatever. But people didn't really read it like they do today. So the Gaming Commission is trying to get pinball legal. So they convince him to go in front of City Hall and convince City Hall that pinball is not a game of chance, it is a game of skill. So in the movie, he goes, they bring a pinball machine, he plays the machine, he calls his shots, he shows them it's skill and not chance, and proves to them that it is a skill game and not just a ball rolling around and you hit it and you hope it goes to where you hope it goes. So they're convinced, they overturn it, and pinball is legal in New York City, and the rest of the country follows, and 1976, there you go. History was made, and he was the guy that saved pinball. So it's a cool story. It's a good movie. So yeah, you should check it out. You can get it on, I don't think it's on Netflix. You probably have to YouTube it. But, yeah. So, but you see what I was talking about? This is what they give you. See this little strip? That strip's not going to hold anything. Like, you couldn't give me something better than that? It's unbelievable. But let me look at this real quick, because this is bothering me now. So I'm going to put this here. That thing's going to go over. The bolts are going to go in there. I don't know how these are going in here. Are they going in? That's how. These things. Forgot about that. Okay, that's good. So now we'll take these screws. put these in here. It's kind of a pain, but you can do it. It's light. Come on, man. Man, to think I didn't have to take this off and I took it off. What an annoyance. What an annoyance. Okay. So that's on there. Things on there. Then we take these things. See, the pain in the ass is the screw on the other side. But you can do it, you just have to turn it. And then move that like that. So I'm basically just putting this back together the way I had it the first time. Not realizing I had to actually take the screws out. But I did. That's what you do. But these things are extremely finicky. Just try to get it in the hole. That one's in there. Got one more. And then we'll glue this on. Just let me get this tedious thing done with these screws. There's the other little thing. Come on, man. This wire is the annoying point that gets in the way. Now I need other bolt. And what I would recommend when you take bolts out, I would recommend getting one of these. It's a magnetic tray. That is a magnet down here. It's a magnet up here. Holds the bolts. Because, you know, you're putting your bolts here and there and wherever, and they're falling all over, and you can't see them, you can't find them. It's just annoying, but see how it stays on there? Magnetic. Nothing worse than you take a bolt out and you can't find it. So we're going to take this, and we're going to see if we can go and glue this on here, because I think that's how it goes. And they were going to give me tape, but the tape is crap anyway. So we'll just glue it. And our other thing should be cured enough to use, hopefully. So let's see. we can do there. Should be clear enough, I think. See, I'm doing this stuff on the fly with you guys. I didn't do it beforehand, because if I did, I would actually look like I knew what I was doing. I have no idea. So basically, I was thinking this was going to replace this. It doesn't. It just actually goes over it. It doesn't replace it. So it's going to go over it like that. It's not really going to replace it. Just put a little glue all around it. And then kind of fit it in the, can't see over here, fit it in the grooves. And just push it up against there. We'll just leave the glue gun on and let it burn the house down for now. I feel like, shit, I feel like something is off here, because this can go, but you want this right here like this. It's just supposed to go through there on the other side. I think it was. But then there's nothing behind here. I'm not sure how this goes, to be honest. Huh. And we glued it. This one's on there fine. One second. Let me see if I take this off. That screw's gonna keep turning. After I just glued that on. Really? Is it I don't think it's coming off. This, no, because the screw's gonna keep turning. Well, this does look better anyway than this. It's just, I wonder if this was supposed to go on the outside, but there's no screws for it. So I don't understand. let's just see if we can, good. So we broke that apart. So see how it's like that? This has to go inside, but there's no screw holes for this, which is very strange. So I wonder if it goes, there's no grooves over there either. Are there grooves over there? Oh, we done screwed it already. Shit. I got a knife here. See if we can undo this. This is why instructions, man. Instructions. Can't lose the instructions. Although I don't know if this came with it, but if it didn't, there we are. It's okay, we got it. It's just glue. So I think how it goes is this comes off here. So I need to get this off here. This pain in the ass screw again. See how these mods are? Easy. No, not all of them. Not easy. And just for a cosmetic look too. It doesn't even do anything to the game but make it look a little better. And you think as much as you pay for these goddamn games that it would already be like this. Like I shouldn't have to do this. It should be like that already. From the factory. But it isn't. And to be honest, if it was, I wouldn't have a channel. I wouldn't have anything to do. So, because you can't complain too hard. Just a screw here. Good thing that glue wasn't that strong on there yet. We would have been in trouble. Okay. So it still goes like that. This, see, there's no screw in there though, which is strange. That screw line's up there. Take this. Just take these little nub things out. Yep, they come out just like that. Pop right out. So I think it goes like this. The screw in there. And then this goes in there. Wow, it just stays like that. That's it. Holy cow. Thought it'd be better than that. But that's okay. Just like pop on there. So it does kind of just pop on there. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to glue it. And that's what we do. Hopefully this is right. Put some glue in there and there. Put it on there. Looks all right. And then it goes, God, it's like I'm trying to show you guys and I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. So it goes on there. That can't happen. Come on, man. I don't know how that doesn't stay. Maybe you still have to put these screws in. It feels like they're gonna like come through. Yeah, they're gonna come through. There's no way that goes like that. God, this one's a pain in the ass, huh? It has to go over it. It has to go over it. Like that. It has to go over it like that. Do you know what we're gonna do here? Say it with me. Glue it. We're gonna glue it. When in doubt, just glue it. I feel like this isn't the right way to do it, but it's gonna work. But how else would you do it? If we had instructions, we would know. We don't have these today, those today. So we're just gonna MacGyver it, and we're gonna live with our life choices. See? Look. Perfect. It fits perfect. Is it right? No. Does it work? Yep. So, I don't know. I'm kind of fine with that. I'm kind of actually fine with that. And then this goes over on this side, like that. And it fits right in that hole. And it doesn't even have to be glued or anything. Okay. Let's go put it on. Because I'm about done with this mod already. I'm over it. God, if the rest of these are like that, I just might stop. Put you over here. Because you know where it's going to go. In that corner. We need these screws. I'm going to go right in this corner right here. So I'm not going to worry about this yet. I am going to worry about this. So remember I told you about this screw? The bottom one has to go down there. I have to pick up the play field, but first I'm going to do the top one. So I think it'll be obviously easier first. So slide this connector through there. Connector, get through there, right there. Just back. Connector. Pick this up a little bit, this play field. So I'm gonna have to kind of hold it in one hand and do it. This goddamn screwdriver. Watch me drop this screw. I'll be so pissed. I need this. It's just gonna go on this part. Okay. Difficult to do one-handed, especially as it's rocking. If that's going in, that's going to be amazing. It's not. It's not, because why would it? Maybe I can do the bottom first. There isn't even a goddamn thing on the bottom. Only on the top. So hold on. It's only on the top. How do they not have one at the bottom? I'll do the bottom first. Just to keep it on here. There we go, we got it in. Is it in or what? There we go. And this one is on here. Magnetic screwdrivers, man, I'll tell you. Best thing ever made. How can this not? I can see the hole right there. Get the fuck over there, you bastard. I think we got it in there. Got it. There we got it. Whew. That was kind of a pain in the ass. How does this thing stay? In here. How does it stay? There's no way it just stays. There's got to be some kind of screw mechanism or something. There is. Right there. Which is that screw on. Let me do this. I'll show you exactly what I had to do to get through this nightmare. Oh my god, no. If I have to hot glue gun you, man, I'll do it. Don't you make me do it. Wow, that kind of looks... Is it because it's cracked? I think it's because it's cracked down there. I don't think you're going to notice, though. As you're playing in the back, you're not going to notice. You notice that's, yeah, piece of shit. So I'll show you real quick.